Differentiated Instruction, Viridiana Gonzalez, University of South Florida. How beneficial has differentiated instruction been for students? Differentiated instruction is responding to the variety of student learning instead of teaching as if students are all the same. It appears that differentiated instruction has been around a lot longer than we may believe, and we have published issues dated back to the 1950s that have surrounded individual differences. Although differentiated instruction is new to the educational setting, I think that it has come like a strong storm. With the diversity in schools over the recent decades, it's easy to see that life for each student is different. Making an inclusive curriculum and responding to more than one group of students can go a long way. There are specific student factors that can contribute to the need for differentiated instruction, some of which include mental health diagnosis, physical diagnosis, and of course individuality. Students, much like the rest of the population, have individual needs, which should be accommodated for in order to provide an effective education environment. Students that require extra amounts of time to work through coursework, students that may not learn from a visual curriculum that is in the standardized curriculum. A big component of a student's life is family composition. Family is a large part of the student's learning environment. Single-parent households are still under large amounts of scrutiny considering how common it is. Family composition falls close in hand with diversity. A minority family, an LGBTQ++ family, single-parent families, and interracial families all contribute to the diversity in children in schools. These socioeconomic factors of students add to their diversity. With all these family components growing, it appears having a standardized curriculum tailoring to the specific student demographic is destined for failure. Aside from family factors of diversity, there comes individual factors. Being a minority and part of the LGBTQ++ community, these personal factors that can largely shape a student's well-being and their ability and willingness to learn. Having a curriculum that allows students to breathe and respond to personal problems while learning can be crucially beneficial. Of course, there are benefits to instructions on a standardized level. One example is that it is set to help students and educators meet a basic level of learning. With this basic level, it provides some relief to parents that students are meeting national and state level requirements. Standardized curriculum also helps monitor educators and their process in teaching basic requirements. Where this becomes an issue is what we consider a basic requirement and a level of learning. So who decides what a basic level should be? Are there decisions being created by a diverse group of people or by one particular and undiverse social class? How can schools move towards differentiated instruction? Multicultural education, multilingual education, and anti-racism education are a few factors and form of going about educations that lead to inclusivity and comfort with the student and therefore lead to improvements in learning. Individual learning styles are just as important as changing the curriculum as a whole. Having resources and teaching methods that appeal and teach students through not only visual methods but by doing and listening are important as well. When students are given lessons in their preferred method of learning, information gets retained better, and therefore students learn. Differentiated instruction may be the solution to a few of the big educational questions and issues that we are facing today. Keep in mind that it will not solve everything, but it is a start in having a more diverse and differentiated instruction. We're excited.